Well, they say better late than never, and finally, we've got a depiction of Wolverine that does the feral brutality of the character justice. It took 16 years. Oh, it was worth the wait. So Logan is the sadly final time we're going to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. A lot of you probably know that already, but this is set in a very much post-apocalyptic world. As you've probably seen from the trailer, mutants are gone. There are very few, if any, mutants left. Wolverine's still hanging around, and the way they've depicted Wolverine, for the comic book fans out there, you will see remnants of Old Man Logan. This doesn't follow the Old Man Logan storyline, but it definitely borrows elements from it in a very interesting way. Professor X is still there. He's gone a bit old, a bit crazy, and you've got a few other X-Men in there like Caliban, and notably X-23, the young girl who's the main intrigue of this story. Now, right off the bat, the main thing about this is that it was an R-rated X-Men movie. Finally, right? But I just want to say, we owe a big thanks to Deadpool here. I mean, without Deadpool actually really pushing through the R rating for when it was released and showing the profit that could be made from an R-rated comic book movie. I'm not saying it was the first one to do it, but it really was the most profitable one to do it. And this one is a hard R. Like, there's a few moments where the characters swear. Personally, it took me out, especially Professor X, but there is a lot of swearing, but above all, this is savage violence in this one. Wolverine, just think berserker rage. The beast has been unleashed, people, and oh god, it's a beautiful thing to see. Now, don't expect an all-out bombastic action adventure movie like you would get in something like the Marvel movies, you know, like an Avengers movie. This isn't the case. I actually saw this movie about a week ago, and I'm really happy I didn't release the review straight off the bat, because when I walked out the cinema, I liked it, but I wasn't crazy about it. The fact of the matter is that give it time to really sink in and to absorb it all. This is a good movie. Like, this is a really good movie. I wouldn't go into it expecting big action. Go into it as if you were watching a Western. The movie's pacing is beautiful. It's slow in some parts, juxtaposed perfectly with the brutal, unrelenting violence that you get when Wolverine loses his shit. And it's violent, man. I mean, we're talking decapitations, we're talking guts, we're talking the whole 9 yards. But when the movie's slow, it's balanced beautifully with the soundtrack, with things like Johnny Cash, and the violence then is, you know, reminiscent of an old John Carpenter movie. I can't really go too much into what the story is in this movie without giving a lot away. I guess that one could say is the negative to it, the fact that without really revealing much, I give the story away, meaning the story's not that deep. But hey, it's an X-Men movie above everything. And did I have a good time in this movie? Yes. But I actually will, well, it's not a reveal, but you would have seen this in the trailer. Wolverine's getting old. How is he getting old when he's got this healing power? Obviously, he's not in a good way. And you can kind of assume what's going to happen to him by the end of it, given that this is Jackman's last turn as Wolverine. But what's absolutely genius in this movie is that what's damaging Wolverine is the adamantium inside his body. He's essentially suffering from metal poisoning, and I find it almost poetic the way that the very weapon which defines him is now damaging him irreversibly. It's a brilliant, brilliant idea from James Mangold, the director. What's amazing, I mean, this is by far the best of all the 3 Wolverine movies. Some would say that's not saying much considering what the last 2 were. This one almost ignores the last 2. It is such a step above in quality compared to the last 2. It's up there with X2 and with, in my opinion, X-Men First Class as one of the best X-Men movies ever put to screen. Guys, I am scoring Logan 7.5 out of 10. This is a superbly crafted movie. The pacing is brilliant, the soundtrack is great, the violence is unrelenting. You really do get that feral brutality that we've been waiting for 16 years from Wolverine. And instead of being a big ensemble cast where each character gets its own, this really is a character piece about Wolverine. Above everything, if you think of X-Men Apocalypse, if you didn't like that movie, but the part of the movie that you did like was Michael Fassbender in the forest, you're gonna like this movie a lot. It's that type of tone throughout the whole movie. It's been worth the wait. It's very, very sad to see Hugh Jackman leaving. I want to go on a little side note, and people are saying, oh, he's never possibly going to be recast. Jackman is Wolverine. Time out, guys. We've all learned, come on, as movie fans, that he is replaceable. He owns the character for now. People were saying the same thing about Jack Nicholson until this guy came along. Right? And let's all remember, when Jackman was first cast as Wolverine, people didn't like it. Wolverine's supposed to be short, brutish, hairy. Jackman's this handsome, rugged, 6'4" beast of a man. I mean, the beast works, but his frame didn't. The bottom line is, there will be someone else to replace him. It will be very sad when that happens, but above everything, Jackman has given a character who he clearly cares a lot about a great send-off. Now he's just hoping he makes it into Deadpool 2 with a cameo. Come on, be in Deadpool 2. We want to see Wolverine in Deadpool, right? Over to you guys. Have you seen Logan, and what did you think of it? What is your favourite X-Men movie of all time? And here's a fun one. Who do you think should be cast as the next Wolverine? We love Jackman, no discredit him, but we are going to have another version of Wolverine sooner or later. Who do you think that casting should be? As always, give this video a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in your comments below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with any friends, family, and movie fans you may have. And until next time, from the Silver Screen Dudes, see ya!